Hello everyone. In this lecture, I'm going to start summation in which we'll see some basic summations and related problems. So in the summation, first one, some basic results are there. So I think you know very well. Some basic results are there. First one, yes, we can say that first one, the sum of first n natural numbers. The formula for this one is what? We can say that n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Second one, we can say that sum of squares of first n natural numbers is equal to, we can say that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And last one, sum of cubes of first n natural numbers. Yes, that is, we can say that this formula is, yes, n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So these are some basic results which will be helpful. Okay. So yes, first one we'll see some basic series and their sums. Let's say first we'll start with arithmetic progression. Okay. So let us start with arithmetic progression. So first one is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, which is also known as AP. So, any sequence, let's say one sequence is given to you A plus D, A plus 2D, up to we can say that A plus n minus 1 into D. Yes, we can say that is a sequence in AP. Yes or no? Okay. Now, yes, we can say that the nth term is given by we can say that is Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D, where A is the, we can say that first term, and D is what? We can say that D is the common difference. Isn't it? Okay. So we can say that is the, yes, we can say that, yes, n term, isn't it, of AP, when sum up to nth term of a AP series is given by, we can say that is given by S of n, yes, terms, that is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into D, where n is the, yes, we can say that n is the number of terms, isn't it? D is the common ratio and A is the first term. Also we can say that, yes, this can be written like that or not, you only tell me. We can write it like that, yes, a plus n minus 1 into D. Now you only tell me this one is your nth term or not. We can say that last term. So yes, one more formula is there. When last term is directly given to you, then we can say that a plus L, where L is what? We can say that last term. This is another formula. Okay, so whatever be the parameters given to you, according to them, you can find out the sum of an AP series. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Next one we can say that geometric progression. Geometric, we can say that progression. That is also known as GP. So we can say that AR square, AR cube, up to we can say that AR raised to power n minus 1 is, yes, we can say that GP sequence. Yes or no? Where we can say that R is what? R is, we can say that common ratio. And we can say that what is the nth term of GP series? That is A into R raised to power n minus 1. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we can say that the formula for sum is, we can say that A into R raised to power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. where A is the first term, R is the common ratio, and N is what? Remember guys, this is number of terms in the sequence, isn't it? So this formula is applicable when R is greater than 1. And one more formula is there, that is Sn equals to A into 1 minus R raised to power n divided by 1 minus R. We can say that when R is less than 1. So these two formulas are there when R is less than 1 and when R is greater than 1. Isn't it? Okay. Yes, we can say that if infinite GP is given to you, then sum of infinite GP is A upon 1 minus R. But remember guys, yes, this is applicable when mod R is less than 1. Isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So write down one example. Yes, we can say that. Write down first example, example number 1. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 5 up to, yes, we can say that n terms. The sequence is given to you. This is AP or not? Yes, we can say that this is AP series where first term is A and common difference is 2. Then what is the 20th term? Yes, we can say that A plus n minus 1. Yes, 20 minus 1 into common difference is what? We can say that 2. So it is going to be 1 plus 19 into 2. So we can say that 39. And also if it is given to you, yes, what is the sum of first 20 terms of this particular AP, then we can say that n by 2 means 20 by 2, 2a 2 into 1 plus 20 minus 1 into d. So it is going to be 400. That will be the correct answer, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, write down next example, example number 2. Let's say one sequence is given to you, yes, up to, yes, n terms. So we can say that this sequence is what? We can say that GP series, yes or no? So here first term is 1 and common ratio is, we can say that 2 divided by, that is 4 divided by 2, that is 8 divided by 4, that is 2. Means second term divided by first term or third term divided by 2 second term and fourth term divided by third term. Yes, we can say that the ratio or everywhere will be the same. Then only we can say that that is common ratio, isn't it? Now what will be the 10th term? So we can say that A into R raised to power n minus 1. Here A is 1 and common ratio is 2. Yes, 10 minus 1. So we can say that 2 raised to power 9, that is 512. And what is the sum of 10 terms? Yes, we can say that A into, yes, here common ratio is 2, that is greater than 1. So we can apply this formula R raised to power number of terms. Yes, 10 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. So we can say that it is going to be 1023. That is the correct answer. Write down next example. You only tell me, let's say example number 3. So let's say one infinite GP is given to you. Now you only tell me, yes, here common ratio is mod of R is less than 1 or not? Yes. So here we can say that first term is 1, common ratio is 1 by 2. Then sum of, yes, this infinite GP will be what? A upon 1 minus R. A is 1, 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 2. Yes or no? So we can say that 2 is the correct answer. I hope this was the some simple, yes, we can say that n terms and sum of AP and GP series. Okay. Yes, next one we'll see, yes, some other procedures. Yes, we'll see these are important. Next one, you can write down the method of summation when n term, that is Tn, is a product of or successive terms of an AP. Let us consider one sequence, or we can say that one series is given to you. Let's say 1 into 4 plus 4 into 7 plus 7 into 10 plus we can say that 10 into 13, and let's say these are, yes, n number of terms. So what is the sum? So here we can observe one thing. Remember guys, you only tell me. Yes, you only tell me this is 1, 1, 4, 7, 10. This is one AP series or not? Yes. Next one 4, 7, 10, 13. This is also one AP series. Okay. So we can say that what is the method of summation when Tn is a product of or successive terms of an AP, isn't it? So we can say that here, yes, n term can be written like that or not. For first AP, what will be the n term? 1 plus n minus 1 into 3, that is the common difference, into, yes, for second AP, first term is 4, 4 plus n minus 1 into, again common difference is 3. So we can say that this is the product of, yes, we can say that successive, yes, we can say that AP series. Yes or no? Now, can we write it after simplification? It will be what we can say that 3n minus 2, and this one will be the 3n plus 1. Now this one can be written like that or not? 9n square minus 3n minus 2 or not? Isn't it? Now we need to, yes, sum of, yes, yes, all these, yes, terms, or we can say that sum of, yes, this particular series we need to find out. Isn't it? Now you only tell me, if we apply the sum of these n terms, so what will be the summation? So we can apply here summation of n square minus 3 summation of n and minus 2 summation of 1. So what will be the formula? Summation of n square? Yes, we seen recently, that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Then first n natural number, then sum is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, and minus, yes, this is sum up to n times, 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n time, that is n. So after simplification it will be n into 3n square plus 3n minus 2, that will be the correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so we can say that when two AP series are given in the, yes, we can say that product terms like this one, this series, then we can easily find out the sum. Okay, right. Now next method, that is what, let's say next one is, next question is, or next concept is, let's say next method is method of summation when Tn is the reciprocal of the product of or successive terms of an AP. Remember guys, successive, what is the meaning of successive? You only tell me. Let's say consider the previous slide. Here only tell me, yes, here common difference is 3, so we can say that 3 minus 2 plus 3, this will be the next term or not. So we can say that these are the successive. Okay. So here, let's say consider one example. Let's say one example is given, 1 upon 1 into 4 plus, this is the reciprocal, 4 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 10, and let's say these are n number of terms, isn't it? So what will be the Tn n term? We can say that this is, yes, again 3n minus 2 into 3n minus or plus 1, isn't it? Apply the nth term, yes, formula in the first AP as well as in second AP. So that will be the product or not. Now what you need to do, assume, let, yes, Vn is 1 upon 3n plus 1. Now you only tell me, can we say that Vn minus 1 will be what? 1 upon, yes, 3n minus 2 or not? Isn't it? Put n minus 1 in place of n, then we will get 1 upon 3n minus 2. Now next step is what? Now subtract these one. So Vn minus Vn minus 1 will becomes what? 1 upon 3n plus 1 minus, we can say that 1 upon 3n minus 2. So after solution it comes out to be 3n minus 2 minus 3n minus 1. and this is the, yes, we can say that 3n plus 1 into 3n minus 2. So yes, we can say that this is minus 3 divided by 3n plus 1 into 3n minus 2. Now you only tell me, can we write this term like that or not? That is minus 3 of Tn. Yes, you can see that that was the Tn. Yes or no? Isn't it? Okay. I hope this one is clear. So moving to the next one. Yes, we simplify further. Now, yes, what is Vn minus Vn minus 1? That is, we can say that minus thrice of Tn. Now from here we can say that Tn is minus 1 by 3 Vn minus Vn minus 1. Now you only tell me, yes, put the values of n. Let's say Tn value is 1, then it is 1 minus minus 1 by 3 into V1 minus V0. Then what is T2? You only tell me, that is minus 1 by 3. Yes, V2 minus V1. Next one, what is T3? Then we can say that that is minus 1 by 3 V3 minus V2 and up to Tn, isn't it? So Tn will be what? Minus 1 by 3, that is Vn minus Vn minus. So these are the terms of that particular series, and now we need to sum all these. Yes or no? Now we can say that here on addition, sum will be what? We can say that sum will be what? Yes, sum will be the summation n equals to 1 to, yes, n of Tn, means we need to sum of, yes, all the terms. So it comes out to be, you only tell me, when we will add all these terms, then yes, V1 cancel out, V2 cancel out, similarly V3 will cancel out, similarly Vn minus 1 will cancel out. Yes or no? Isn't it? Tell me, this one is clear to everyone or not? Okay. Now you only tell me, yes, what will be the remainder after this one? Yes, can we say that this one will be the minus 1 by 3? Then we can say that, yes, Vn minus V naught or not? Yes or no? Yes, that can be written like that. Minus 1 by 3. Vn is what? 1 upon 3n plus 1. And minus V naught is what? You only tell me. Yes, V naught we can write down. Yes, what is, put n value equals to 0, then it becomes 1. So Sn is what? We can say that 1 upon 3 into 1 minus 1 upon 3n plus 1. I hope this one is clear to everyone. And if n is, so this will be the answer. If these terms are infinite, then we can put n equals to infinity. Then s infinity will be the 1 by 3. Isn't it? Otherwise, n terms are given to you, then this will be the correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So moving to the next problem, write down next problem. Yes, this question is previous year gate question. Yes, what is the sum from n equals to 1 to 99 of 1 upon n into n plus 1, that is equal to? That was the question, isn't it? Now we can see that here Tn is what? We can say that 1 upon n into n plus 1. So we can say that this is the product of, reciprocal of product of R or R successive terms of an AP. Yes, here two successive terms of an AP is there. Now here we can assume Vn is what? 1 upon n plus 1. And what is Vn minus 1? Then it is 1 by n. So we can apply Vn minus 1, that will be 1 upon n minus 1 upon n plus 1. So after simplification, it will become, yes, we can say that, yes, here n to n cancel out, get cancel out. This one is 1 upon n into n plus 1, and we can call it Tn or not. Now from here we can say that Tn is Vn minus 1. That can be written like that or not? 1 upon n plus 1 minus 1 by n. Isn't it? Okay. Yes, we'll simplify it further. Yes, now you only tell me, yes, what is Tn? Tn we can say that 1 upon n plus 1 minus 1 by n only. Now you only tell me what will be the T1. Yes, T1 will be the, yes, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 1. Then what is the T2? T2 will be 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Yes or no? Now what will be the T3? T3 will be 1 by 4 minus 1 by 3. And what will be the T99? So we can say that that will be, yes, 1 by 100 minus 1 by 99. And on adding all these, we can say that sum of all these from n equals to 1 to 99, all these terms will be what? You only tell me after addition. Yes, this 1 by 2, 1 by 2 cancel out, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, similarly 1 by 4 will cancel out, and finally 1 by 99 will also cancel out. So it is what? Yes, we can say that this is, okay, so we can say that this is, listen me correctly guys, yes, we did one mistake I think. This is Tn is what? We can say that Tn is what? Here, what is Vn? Vn is, we can say that this one, and Vn minus, yes, this one. So after cancel out, what will we get? Yes, we can say that here, yes, n into n plus 1 is there. Now you only tell me guys, we can say that that is, yes, when we'll put here t equals to 1, let me see once. Here we can say that here Tn is given to this one. So Vn is, we can say that n plus 1, and after putting n equals to n minus 1, this comes out to be 1 by n. So Vn minus 1. So what is Vn? We can say that that is n plus 1. And this is what we can say that this one is n, isn't it? So here is the mistake. So we can say that this is comes out to be, yes, we can say that this is minus 1 will come here. So after that we can say that this is minus, and we can say that this is minus of Tn, isn't it? So minus of Tn means we can say that this is minus of this one. Yes or no? Isn't it? Okay. So we can say that from here we can conclude that what? Yes, here we can say that here Tn will be what? We can say that Tn will be the Vn minus 1 minus Vn. And that is comes out to be, we can say that 1 by n minus 1 by, yes, 1 n plus 1. I hope that was the mistake. Okay. Now write down next one. Yes. So we can say that, yes, that was the mistake. You only tell me. Yes, we corrected it. Yes, now we can say that Tn is what? Yes, this one. Now you only tell me if this one is Tn. Now what will be the T of 1? We can say that T of 1 will be the 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2. T2 will be what? We can say that that is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. T3 will be what? We can say that that is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, and up to T99. So it is, we can say that 1 by 99 minus 1 by 100. So after, yes, summation, we can say that these will cancel out. Yes or no? So remaining will be what? We can say that 1 minus 1 by 100, and that can be written like that 99 by 100. So correct answer is 0.99. Yes or no? So we can say that that is your correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So moving to the next problem. Yes. Yes, or similarly, we can say that this problem can be done like that or not. You only tell me. Yes, similarly, yes, we can say that n equals to 1 to 99, 1 upon n into n plus 1, apply partial fraction, and then this becomes what? We can say that directly we can write it like that or not. Yes or no? Now this becomes what? 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2, plus we can say that 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, plus we can say that 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, and up to same series will be there, no problem at all. So after summation, these terms will cancel out, and finally we'll see what will be the remaining 1 minus 1 by 100. that is 0.99. That will be the correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so next one, yes, in the summation, next method for arithmetic geometric progression. So next one is arithmetic geometric progression. That is also known as AGP series. So what is the AGP series? That means when numerator is the product of AP series and GP series. So consider one example. Let's say what is the sum of this series 1 into 2 raised to power 1, 2 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 cube up to let's say n into 2 raised to power n. Here you can observe that this 1, 2, 3 up to n, this is your AP series, and 2 raised to power 1, 2 square, 2 cube up to 2 raised to power n, this one is your GP series. So what is the procedure? We need to find out the value of s. So multiply, yes, let us consider this is equation 1. Now multiply, yes, this equation with the common ratio of the GP series. So here GP series is what? 2 raised to power 1, 2 square, 2 cube. And what is the common ratio? 2. So multiply with the 2 on both sides. Now you only tell me this first term when will be, when it is multiplied with 2, then it becomes 1 into 2 square. So yes, right shift and write it here. So this becomes 1 into 2 square. Then this term is multiplied with 2. This becomes 2 into, yes, 2 cube. And next one, when this one is multiplied, then this becomes, we can say that 3 into 2 power 4. And up to, yes, you only tell me here, we can say that n minus 1 into 2 raised to power n. And when this last term is multiplied, that can be written like that or not. Yes or no? Let's say this is equation 2. Yes, just we multiply the entire equation with the common ratio of the GP series. And yes, in right hand side, every term will be multiplied with common ratio and write it, yes, by shifting one place. Why we are shifting? Because next step is to subtract, and we'll subtract, then it will be easy for you guys. So yes, now subtract equation 1 and 2. So on subtraction, yes, we can say that, yes, this becomes what? We can say that this becomes minus s, and this is 1 into 2 raised to power 1. This becomes 2 square. This becomes 2 cube. Then we can say that it will be 2 raised to power 4, and this one will be the 2 raised to power n, and minus this term will be there. So remain it. Yes, this will be remained as n into 2 raised to power n plus 1. Now you only tell me, yes, this becomes what? This is, yes, we can say that GP series. So what is the sum of this GP series? We can say that that is 2 into first term into 2 raised to power, yes, 2 raised to power n, yes, minus we can say that 1, yes, divided by 2 minus 1 minus this term is as it is. Then what will be the s value? S value will be what? We can say that that will be the n into 2 raised to power n plus 1 minus 2 into, yes, 2 raised to power n minus 1. We can say that that is your required answer. So these type of series are known as what? AGP series. So you can do it easily, yes or no? Okay. So write down next one. Let us take one more example based on this same concept, that is AGP series, isn't it? Okay, so write down next example. Let's say, yes, when numerator of Tn is an AP and denominator is in GP, then what is the meaning? Yes, we can say that, let us consider one example. Let's say 1 plus 5 by 3 plus 9 by 3 square plus 13 by, let's say, 3 cube, then 17 by 3 power 4. Let's say this is given to you up to infinity. So we need to find out the sum. That means we want the value of s. So in numerator, you can see that in numerator, yes, we can say that 1, 5, 9, 13, 17. This is the AP. And this one 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 square, 3 cube, 3 power 4. In denominator, there is a GP. Yes or no? So ultimately, we can say that this is like that. Yes or no? Yes or no? So here GP series is what? 1 by 3, 1 by 3 power 1 into, then we can say that 1 by 3 square and so on. So now multiply the common ratio of this GP series 1 by 3, 1 by 3 power 1. So we can say that 1 by 3. So multiply, yes, S with 1 by 3. Isn't it? Now this becomes what? Yes, if right hand side is multiplied with 1 by 3, then right shift by one place and write it here. It becomes 1 by 3 power 1. Then it becomes 5 by 3 power yes 2. Then it becomes 9 by 3 power yes 3. Then it becomes 13 divided by 3 raised to power 4 and so on. Now subtract these two. Now what we will get after subtraction? Yes, we can say that this one becomes a 2 by 3 s. This is 1 plus 4 by 3. Then we can say that 4 by 3 square. Then we can say that 4 by 3 cube up to infinity. Yes or no? After that, yes, we can simplify it further. So this becomes what? 1 plus, take 4 as a common. Now it is, we can say that infinite GP or not? Yes, this is what we can say that infinite GP, and sum of infinite GP is first term, that is 1 by 3 upon 1 minus R. R is also 1 by 3. So after solution it comes out to be, yes, 1 plus, we can say that that is 4 into 1 by 2, that is 3. So here we can say that 2 by 3 divided by s is 3. So what is s? S we can say that 9 by 2. So we can say that sum of this given series will be the 9 by 2. Isn't it? So AGP series, yes, we can say that how to solve AGP series, that is also important. At various places you will see, yes, in the next part of this combinatorics you will see somewhere it will be, yes, we can say that used. And in algorithms we can say that sometimes in the questions of time complexity also this is very much required. So guys, that's all about the summation. Some simple summations which are required in computer science we done. Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, thank you so much.